Today's episode sponsored by
When I'm sneaking around, I like to remain as undetectable as possible. That's why I use Secret. Made for a woman, strong enough for a man.
Welcome to our show today. We have some very special guests to talk to us about secrecy. We have Victor Frankenstein and the Creature. So we all know about your stories, but why you're here today is about secrecy. So we really want to know what's going on in your mind and what brought about this. So, can you tell us a bit about your upbringing and childhood, and what prepared you to make these decisions and bring you to lying in secrecy?
Well, my childhood was pretty sheltered. I didn't really have much experience with these kinds of things before, with these horrors and these tragedies. I created these ideas in my head that I was immune to the consequences of my actions. I never really noticed or saw what I was doing was wrong until it was too late.
Alright, now I'm going to ask the Creature a question. Okay, so you've had a lot of troubles, right? And this must be really hard for you today to be here in front of an audience and to be in front of humans, especially with your encounters that you've had with them.
It feels good to speak openly of the events in my life. My initial interactions with mankind were very unpleasant. As a result of how they treated me, secrecy seemed the only answer to my own self-preservation. Judging from their responses, I've given no reason for them not to act in that way. Their initial instinct of hatred of my appearance and of me only comes natural. So a life of stealth and secrecy seemed the only safe route.
Okay. Alright, well this next question is for Victor. How did this secrecy affect you and the others around you, like your family, and how is it different in a lot of ways, but similar?
Well, initially, I kept these things secret from those around me to allow me to continue with my project, to allow me to finish it. If they had discovered what I was doing beforehand, I would have been stopped. And then I continued keeping it a secret after I discovered the product, how he came out. I decided that it was better that I just kept it from everyone. For my own personal reasons, I thought that they would have judged me for what I had done. Maybe I may have had to pay some consequences for my actions. I didn't want to do that, and so it kept me away from my family. I had to make some sacrifices. It kept me away from those I loved, but that's what I felt I needed to do.
Okay, these are very good. Alright, now we're going to open it up to the audience, and they have some questions for both of you. Young lady in the red.
So, Victor, I know that you had to sneak into the graveyards at night to get the body parts, and I was just wondering, how would you keep that a secret? Not that I would ever be thinking about doing something, but how would you keep from anybody knowing about it?
Well, at the time, I had no inhibitions about superstitions or anything like that. I was able to move around at night unseen, and for me it was exciting. It was something I was able to do by myself, and it was a rush for me. I felt powerful when I did it, running around at night, no one knowing where I was doing or where I was.
Okay, lady with the black shirt.
Victor, what was your thought process behind keeping secrets? Why did you keep them?
Yes, well, with the dream of overcoming pain and death fresh in my memory, it was easy for me to deceive myself into believing that what I was doing was justified, and that the ends would justify the means.
Lady in the pink.
I have a question for Victor. Why did you keep your project a secret from your family and especially your professors? Did you not think that they could help you out with it? That's all.
Well, it comes back to that need for power, that over myself and over mankind, at least at the beginning. But then, as the horror of what I had done dawned on me, I kept things secret from my family and friends, and my colleagues, specifically to protect them, to protect myself from really the consequences of the things I'd done. I didn't want them to be exposed to these horrors, and I wanted it all to go away. I wanted to keep it out of my life.
Yes, sir.
Victor, I have a question for you. The existence of your creature is a big deal. Weren't you nervous that he would reveal your secrets?
Well, once the fate of Justine was decided, I lived in a state of continual fear. How could something so horrible be created by someone that was good? Honestly, and because I'm his creator, don't some of his crimes fall on me? I'm responsible for some things he did. Will I be held guilty for the things that he's done? The answers to those questions are some of the things that terrify me the most.
Yes, ma'am, in the green.
I have a question for the creature. I'm just wondering, since you were living in hiding and secrecy, how did that affect your interaction with humans and essentially your people skills?
I had no preconceived notions of how to endear myself to anyone, let alone how those who by nature or instinct or their upbringing hated me on first sight. I learned what I did from literature and an outsider's observations. All these things taught me of the vicissitude of human nature, and the experiences proved further evidence of what I had learned from my personal experiences, and I had no other reaction other than to do as those men did to me by acting the same way they did.
Lady in the blue.
My question is for Victor. I was just wondering why you didn't reveal the truth when you had the chance when Justine was accused of killing William.
Yeah, well, I knew that if I were to reveal the truth, I would be labeled as a madman. And that's something I was not able to bear. I didn't want to reveal to the others around me the truth and put that guilt upon them as well, knowing what I had done. That was something I just wasn't able to do.
Ma'am in the front.
My question was for the creature. How did you feel about Victor's secrecy?
I feel betrayed by my creator. I was put together almost haplessly, without any of my control, but surely within his control. I was cast aside almost as Lucifer in Paradise Lost, that I was an outsider looking in, that I was looked upon with loathsome and disgust in this hideous form. I am definitely a product of my circumstances and my creator. I could have been cared for much more than I was, even if almost not at all. As I sought my revenge on my creator, I saw that his life of secrecy hurt him much more than it hurt me. I sought that he would feel the same hurt that I had felt, the same pain that I had gone through. Because I wished only for him to hurt as I had hurt, for him to be alone as I was alone. And as I sought my revenge on him, I saw that his secrecy put him in a place of isolation much more than I could have ever done on my own.